Canadian football has a long and proud tradition, with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers serving as a cornerstone of the CFL for decades. Now, with the addition of 8 key players from the 2023 CFL Draft, the Blue Bombers are set to have yet another successful season this year. On Sunday, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers announced the signings of defensive linemen Tanner Schmeckel and Colin Cornelsen, both from the University of Regina and the University of Manitoba, respectively, as well as running back Jonathan Rosary from the University of Alberta. These 3 players join the previously signed 5 players, including defensive lineman Anthony Bennett, defensive back Jake Kelly, receiver Jeremy Murphy, defensive back Brett McDougall, and linebacker Max Charbonneau. The Blue Bombers also announced the signing of 5 American players, quarterbacks Cooper Callis and Josh Jones, linebackers Christian Dixon and Barrington Wade, and defensive end Jadrian Taylor. So let's take a deeper look into these new additions to the Blue Bombers. Cooper Callis comes to the Blue Bombers with impressive collegiate stats. Playing in 25 games from 2020 to 2022, he completed 68.2% of his passes for 7,712 yards and 73 touchdowns against 22 interceptions while rushing for 407 yards and 5 more scores. Josh Jones, who has a 5-year collegiate career with the UNC Pembroke Braves, threw for 2,302 yards and 13 touchdowns last year with 219 yards and 2 more scores over his collegiate career. On the defensive side, Christian Dixon has an intense career at Middle Tennessee State, with 46 total tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles last year. Barrington Wade was signed by the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent and, after being claimed off waivers by the Denver Broncos, played 4 NFL games with 1 tackle and 1 assist, before joining the Bombers this season. Jadrian Taylor has also compiled impressive stats while playing at Kilgore College and UTEP. He had 81 tackles, 19.5 tackle for losses, 16 sacks, 6 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles and a fumble return for a touchdown over 32 games. He was an honorable mention All-Conference USA in 2021. Tanner Schmeckel, the Bombers' 4th-round selection, is a 2022 U-Sports first-team All-Canadian and Canada West All-Star, who played in all 8 Canada West games at defensive tackle in 2022 and had 6 tackles for loss including a pair of sacks. He also recorded 14 tackles, 11 solo, 6 assisted, and a pass breakup. The Winnipeg native Colin Cornelsen, taken in round 5, also has impressive records. With the Bisons, he registered 18.5 tackles, 1.5 sacks and a tackle for a loss in 6 games in 2021, and in 2022 played in all 8 games and registered 27 tackles, 1.5 sacks and 2 for a loss. The last player signed is running back Jonathan Rosary from the University of Alberta, named an All-Star in 2022 after amassing 536 yards on 29 receptions for 2 touchdowns and 160 yards on the ground. Over his 4 seasons, he totaled 75 receptions for 1,151 yards and 6 touchdowns, while adding 564 rushing yards and another score. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are excited about all these new faces, and the team looks forward to having a successful season this fall. The team also looks forward to getting out into the community, especially in remote and northern Manitoba communities, to inspire their next generation of football fans. The dream of a winning season is alive thanks to these 8 new players, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are ready to make it all happen.